Okay, so we are ready to get started on and start working on our first paper, which is the narrative paper. So let's go over the instructions. They are on my website, so remember to reference that. So the first paper is the food and culture paper, and it is a narrative. So the guidelines are on here. So the genre of this is narrative. The format the paper will need to be written in is MLA. The length, 3 pages minimum. So that does not mean 2 pages or 2.5 or 2 3/4. A minimum of 3 pages. So it can be 3.5, it can be 4, but just a minimum of 3. Sources, there aren't sources for this type of paper, so that is why that is blank. The requirements of the essay are as follows. So the essay should be at least 3 pages, and this means full 3 pages all the way to the bottom. So recipes, pictures, drawings, etc. are not included in the page count. So what I include for page count is what your original text is, like things that you have written. Number 2, write what you know. That means this essay is about you and the event you went through. You may discuss how this event affected other people, but remember, this is your narrative. Number 3, this essay, more than any of the others, gives you the chance to write about yourself. As such, I writing in the first person is acceptable and recommended. Third person, he, she, it, whatever, may also be used. Narratives are usually linear in nature. There is beginning, middle, and end. Be sure to include transitions to make the paper read smoothly. So first, after, then, next are just a few different ways to help the reader move along. I will also be posting a document with some transition words for you. So the assignment. Narratives are stories, and in this project, we will explore our own stories about foods we like, love, or despise. The narrative should reflect on a story surrounding a specific food or a food product from your childhood or adulthood, and it helps the readers understand why this food is particularly significant to you. So if you like, you can include a recipe if it applies, a picture, or a drawing. So roughly a good length for this is about 3 to 5 pages. The minimum, like I said, is 3. So make sure you stay at least to that, but don't give me 10 pages. So 3 to 5, somewhere in there is recommended. And then the narrative rubric is here. So you'll be graded on your intro, which includes your background and thesis, and your conclusion. Your main points, which are your body paragraphs. Your organization, which is your structure and your transitions. The style, so the sentence flow, variety, and diction. Mechanics, so the spelling, punctuation, and capitalization. So this rubric is also attached to the Turnitin box on your, like where you turn in your final paper for this, not for your rough draft. So, but it's also on here for you just to reference. Remember, rubrics are super important because you can use them as kind of like a check-off sheet to make sure that you have everything that you need. And just remember, if you don't already have this page, this website bookmarked, it's important because it has all this information. So this tells you exactly what I'm looking for with this essay.